Call the special budget work group meeting to order. The purpose for the meeting is that uh, we have a position or a potential position in the highway department. Tony, would you like to explain that?
Yes, what I was looking to do, I have two open resolutions from 2019 that were discussed at Public Works. I currently have a seasonal employee whose last day would be today because the seasonal runs from November to March 31st. While he was here, he took time on his own time. He went and he got his CDL. Um, he's a good worker, good employee. Got rating reviews from every foreman that he worked for. So what I was hoping to do was use one of those open resolutions, or whatever way it needs to be done, to bring him on full time starting. You know,
We would need to do a new resolution, Tony, but right now, I sat down with Michael and Ron Caponera. There are currently 9 open funded positions in highway. That technically all those 9 have left since the budget was passed. What we're asking for today is to fill this one position. What I asked Tony for is to develop a plan of filling, say, 5 or 6 additional positions, and so that what will work best for him. For example, he has a senior MEO. Is it senior MEO one or senior?
yeah, senior MEO one. Yes.
That is right now is was frozen, and it's causing him some heartburn because he's got people that can't promote because those positions are frozen. So I said, come up with a plan, maybe creating 1 or 2 senior MEO one positions, maybe doing away with a entry level or 2 positions, and then come back to the committee with that plan that fits within the budget. He said he would work with Ron and Michael to do that. So I just wanted to let you know that that's on the horizon. But what we want to do today is to let him move forward or to fill the position of I guess it's a MEO one,
MEO one, yes.
which he has 4 open MEO ones that are funded at this point in time.
I'd like to. Oh, go ahead. Good.
I was just wondering if we're allowed to pass this through budget and then let him start tomorrow and then retroactively at our full board meeting approve the resolution backdated to April 1st. Is that something we can do?
Well, I was going to leave that up to the committee. If the committee, I mean, we said that we would not allow emergency fills, but I'm assuming that if the committee were to agree to it, we could do that.
I'd like to say that I didn't think we had 9 until I started talking with Ron Knott, and him and I had a discussion of positions that were still, that are in the budget. But I have to say that doesn't mean we have to fill them just because they're in the budget. I personally want to make sure that we don't start filling it back up again. That we just make sure that we keep it in line for the amount of work we're doing. I would support this position totally, Tony. And the other ones, again, depending on, Tony, you can show us where you need them, and if it makes sense, again, I don't want to just start to fill it back up again if we could keep it the way we're, on the light side of it, would be better. Yeah.
So Tony comes back the next month with a plan of how he's going to fill, however many positions, then we can consider that. But I would, if everyone is okay with it, we can pass a motion out of this committee to allow me to sign an emergency fill to fill that one MEO one position.
Otherwise, what are we talking? We just got to wait till next week?
You'd have to wait till after the board meeting, and then there's a lapse of service for the individual. He's not going to be paid for those days.
Okay. All right. Otherwise, what we have to... Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Supervisor Guzzi.
No, otherwise we have to have a public works meeting. Is that correct? Or
yeah, you still may have to have a special public works prior to the board meeting anyways, but.
Okay. All right.
I was just,
I'm sorry, Supervisor, go ahead.
so I agree that we don't want to lose this individual, and I understand the situation, and I think I'm in support of it. I just want to make sure, I'm new to this, so we're not going to set a precedent where we've frozen this emergency placement and now we've done it for one department and we have 20 other departments coming and being like, hey, we need this emergency fill. Okay.
These positions that Tony is referring to, and I verified it with Ron and Michael, the money is in the 2021 budget. The positions that we have talked about in the past with other departments, that money hasn't been in the budget. We swept that money when we did the budget because they were open positions. These positions have opened since the budget passed. So
I'd support this situation, Matt.
okay,
Yes.
so would you do that in the form of a motion? To
I'll
allow
make
me
a
to
motion.
sign?
Yes, I'll make that motion.
Jim Guzzi, can we get a second? Second, Ron Knott. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Tony, if you get me an emergency fill form, we'll take care of it and he won't break service.
Okay, I'll get that over to you right after this meeting.
Ron, do you have anything to add, Ron Knott?
I'd just like to add that, I think Tony's done a great job this winter with these positions missing. And we've gotten through most of the first quarter now with a number of positions that are in the 21 budget and we haven't filled them. So we're doing good. I know we're going to ask to fill a few of them, but yeah, we've done a good job. And I thank Tony for his leadership over there.
Tony, I also want to say your guys in the sign shop have been great.
Yeah, those guys would be unbelievable.
Yeah, they really help us out when we have some issues, and they get stuff done right away. So you need to know that those guys are doing a good job.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I don't. There's not many towns I don't think that haven't had some kind of interaction with our sign shop. And
Yeah, I know.
not only are they great at what they do, but they're a wealth of knowledge when it comes to signage and the laws relating to it. So
We had some issues that we needed to get straightened out, and they really went to bat and got it done for us. So I appreciate that.
yeah, they enjoy what they do. I think that makes all the difference in the world right there. They enjoy it. So.
And for any supervisors not using the sign shop, you can use them for signs in your park, no dogs allowed. They can make pretty much anything, and the cost is unbelievable. Yeah. So if you're not using them, I would highly suggest it.
Yeah. I will say that this issue and filling some of these positions hadn't been a dire issue because over the winter, we were able to use some solid waste staff to help plow, but it becomes more of an issue now because of blacktop season and other, summer work where he needs people on the ground to, where solid waste can't help him. So that's why it's starting to come up now.
Fine.
All right. Anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Jim Guzzi, second.
Second, Hoatling.
Second, Supervisor Hoatling. I was going to welcome John Riley, but I think he jumped off already. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you all.
What do we got, a 1:30, Matt?
1 o'clock or 1:30, Kelly?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.